Folks, the main event. Floyd Mayweather, he enters the final act of his career. He continues to claim he's the best ever, and the facts supporting him are substantial. Now 38, Mayweather says he doesn't have the same love or enthusiasm for the sport he once did, but he believes a win tonight, tying Rocky Marciano's record of 49-0 and retiring undefeated, puts a stamp on his legacy.
The highest paid athlete in all of sports, marking his return to the squared circle.
It will be just the first of what could be as many as 6 fights over the next 3 years.
Robert Guerrero, he's a young, hungry lion.
He's had his time in boxing, now it's my time.
I'm gonna bless you with an ass whooping. Come May 4th, it's your biggest payday and your only payday. Me and my dad is back together as a team. That's not a good thing, it's a great thing.
36 years of age, Floyd Mayweather has not missed a beat.
New York, Times Square, I got one question for you. Who's the one?
Canelo's 22. I've been at the top since Canelo's been 5 years old. He's a young champion, and he earned his right to be up here with me. 44-0, Saturday, 45-0.
Canelo got a problem.
Mayweather remains money in Las Vegas.
Hi, I'm Robin Leach, and welcome to the fabulous world of Floyd Money Mayweather.
I truly believe in myself, and I believe in my talent. But I cannot overlook Maidana. You can't take nothing for granted.
In the toughest fight of his career, Floyd Mayweather survives to win via majority decision.
We can do it again in September if he feels that he wants.
Done deal. He just shook my hand to a rematch in September.
Floyd, you said Maidana fought a little dirty in the first fight. Are you expecting that again in this fight?
I think he fought extremely dirty, you know, knees, a lot of low blows, of course a headbutt. They never see me face a guy that's so dirty. I'm extremely hungry for this fight. Nobody would knock me off the throne. I know I'm great.
Maidana came out like a house of fire.
Stop! He did me!
Mayweather claiming he bit him?
He's starting this shit again, man. Fuck him up.
Tonight, Floyd Mayweather did what he said he would do in the rematch, and that is school Marcos Maidana.
It's not how you win, it's as long as you win.
We're very excited to be officially announcing one of the biggest events ever in all of sport. Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao.
This is one of the biggest fights in boxing history, so.
This thing as an economic milestone is almost impossible to overstate.
This is not like a normal fight. It's a different type of pressure.
Here we are on the precipice of history. Mayweather on target and with menace.
Go kick his ass, man!
It's been another quintessential Floyd Mayweather performance.
I know it deep in my heart. There will never be another fighter in the history of boxing that's better than me, and I know it. Only thing I want to do is spend the rest of my life with my children. I had a tremendous career. I know that the end is coming. It's something that I can accept.
Well, there he is in the dressing room. You know, nearly 50 years ago to the day, Rocky Marciano beat Archie Moore to go 49-0. That was on September 21st, 1955. Just one man stands between Floyd Mayweather and that Marciano mark of 49-0. Coming up, the main event. Mayweather versus Berto is being brought to you live from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas by SHOWTIME Pay-Per-View. Brace yourself. By Tecate, Home Care Actor. And by Creed, starring Sylvester Stallone and Michael B. Jordan. This Thanksgiving, fight for your name.
I heard about a third fight between you and Apollo.
How do you know all this?
I'm a son. I want to talk to you about training me.
Your father was special. I don't know if you are.
Sick eyes from the nose pressure.
I've been fighting my whole life.
Old treasure. Old Zeke used beef as a gold tester.
It's not a choice for me.
And wear gloves for the
Bring back everything that's ever hurt you. All the pain you had inside. You belong here.
Well, when Floyd Mayweather fights, it is an event. Some of the best athletes in the world sitting ringside. There's Leo Santa Cruz coming off that huge win over Abner Maris. This guy, Danny Garcia, There was thought maybe he would face Floyd Mayweather. In the sitting ringside watching, another gentleman who would love to step in the squared circle with Floyd Mayweather, Keith Thurman, sitting ringside. Hall of Famers are here, like the Hitman, Thomas Hearns, talking about great welterweights, and then one of the former undisputed heavyweight champions of the world, the real deal, Evander Holyfield. Well, the time has come for the main event. Could this be the final fight for Floyd Mayweather? Will Andre Berto solve the puzzle where 48 others have failed? We're about to find out. Let's go back ringside now. Here's Mo, Al, and Paulie.
Here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, the home away from home for the mythical pound-for-pound king, Floyd Mayweather has said that this is it. The last chapter of his illustrious career. He will defend his titles against the mother of all underdogs, Andre Berto. Here's Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we bring in our fighters for the main event of the evening at this time, we'd like to ask you to rise for the singing of the national anthems. And first we begin on behalf of the challenger with the national anthem of Haiti. Please welcome to the microphone multi-Grammy Award-winning recording artist Wyclef Jean and his sister, Grammy-nominated artist Milky Jean.
Pour Haïti, paysan c'est, yo anou marché, mais non la main. Non mi-temps, pas fait pour gagner traite. Non fait pour nous seulement tête. Non, on nous marché, mais non la main. Pour Haïti, la ville plus belle. Oh non, mais tête ensemble. Pour Haïti, où tous ancêtres. Vive Haïti.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the U.S. national anthem, please welcome to the microphone at this time a Grammy-nominated recording artist, Victoria Monet.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
Well, fans from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, the time has come for the main event of the evening. It's time for high stakes Mayweather versus Berto.
Guess who's back? It ain't a question. They know the name by in the presence of a living legend. What you heard is murder, you gon' need protection. Some blinded couldn't see, so look for me to come and give direction. Who hold the crown? It ain't no conversation. I'm being modest, should be silent unless you paying homage. Remain the hottest, can't stop us, that's just being honest. And making hits, I never had problems much in that department. Don't get me started, don't compare me to the newest. Oh no, for every one of you there's 100 more when I watch them come and go. My track record ain't coincidental, and these verses is like verses consistently killing y'all with instrumentals. Tell me, what would y'all do without me? Kill yourself for even thinking something crazy about me. I'm like Ali, a champ, now watch me roll with dope. Just watch them choke, cause everything I drop is dope. Now watch them all go up in smoke. I came here to raise hell, I can't lie. One shot, one kill, it's real, I aim high. Don't shoot one shot if you ain't ready to die. Never get it, I got shooters for hire. Cause you don't want it, I have you like I. Better back the on your gun so I try. That weak shit will never slide, I despise. You are now not in the presence of nice guys.
There he is, Andre Berto, turned 32 5 days ago. And he has endured the trials and tribulations. He's been at the summit of the mountain as a two-time former welterweight champion. But he's also been deep in the valley of pain and anguish, suffering a near career-threatening injury against Jesus Soto Caras when he lost to the journeyman, the only time he's been stopped in his career. He's only 3-3 in his last 6 fights. 2 of those losses coming to Floyd Mayweather victims Robert Carrero and Victor Ortiz. And yet, for everything that Andre Berto has been through, he believes that this is destiny, that he felt throughout his career that his path would cross with Floyd Money Mayweather. And regardless of what you think about how he got here tonight, he feels he is ready to reap what he has sown. He wants this to be the harvest.
And now, please welcome to the ring, the two-time champion of the world, Andre Berto. Well,
Apollo Creed got to choose his opponent in Rocky Balboa. Earlier today, Joe Louis, the legendary late heavyweight champion, was honored with a 12-foot statue in his city of Philadelphia. He made a cameo in the original Rocky. Andre Berto looking for his Rocky moment tonight, Paulie.
Was it Joe Frazier?
Joe Frazier, did I say Joe Louis? Yeah. Joe Frazier. See, I'm even overwhelmed here. Joe Frazier.
Andre Berto looking to get his Rocky moment tonight, but I think it's a little bit of disrespect because Rocky was a journeyman when he got a title shot. This is a two-time world champion we're talking about. I think Andre Berto feels disrespected in the way people have talked about him in this fight. He's been in the conversation for Floyd before. He feels like he finally has him. He's had his ups and downs in his career. Maybe it is destiny. Maybe him getting the older Floyd Mayweather, the older version, maybe the slower version of Mayweather might be just the right version for him to beat.
I'm going to attempt to try to save face here, Paulie. With a win tonight, Floyd Mayweather would tie Joe Louis for most title wins all time with 26. Berto has his supporters, comes from a family of fighters. The battling Bertos, his father, a mixed martial artist, his brother, a mixed martial artist, his whole family, brothers and sisters, all involved in the fight game.
It's the money team.
Muhammad Ali in the 60s, Mike Tyson in the 80s, Floyd Mayweather in the new millennium. Fighters who transcended the sport of boxing and who both shaped and were shaped by their respective eras. And here in Money Mayweather, we have the ultimate reality star. 25-0 in World Championship affairs with 10 knockouts. He says this is his last dance. Many people believe he's just said that to try to build some anticipation for this fight. We will wait and see as he perhaps makes the final walk of his illustrious career here in a place that's been very good to him, the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
And now, here he is, the undefeated 5-weight division world champion, Floyd Money Mayweather.
Hall of Famer Al Bernstein, you were there October 11th, 1996 at the Texas Station Casino here in Las Vegas when Floyd Mayweather won his debut against Roberto Apodaca via second-round knockout. You're here tonight in what ostensibly could be his final fight.
Yeah, I called his first fight and what may be the last, as you point out. In between those two fights, he won championships in multiple weight divisions, many organizations, has been on the two major TV networks that do boxing. He has been with two major promotional companies. He has rewritten what we think of what a champion can do in terms of commerce. That's a lot of stuff.
Al, let's go through the tail of the tape.
One of the things to look at here is the height and reach. You see that Floyd we did not weigh him in tonight. We're not able to weigh him in to see what he got to tonight. Berto got up to 157. The height and reach for Mayweather is a factor because shorter fighters have not done well against Floyd Mayweather. And 38 could seem old for some fighters, not so much for Mayweather.
And the rules for this main event: no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. The fight is official after 4 rounds. A headbutt, accidental head clash, or foul before 4. No decision after 4. They go to the scorecards for a technical decision. So we are set. The main event, and Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the Grand Garden Arena here at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada, for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Mayweather Promotions and Showtime Pay-Per-View, presented by Tecate, Con Carácter, and sponsored by Creed, starring Sylvester Stallone and Michael B. Jordan. This Thanksgiving, fight for your name. This bout is sanctioned by the WBC, President Mauricio Suleiman, Supervisor Charles Giles, the WBA, President Gilberto Mendoza, Supervisor Aurelio Fiengo, and the Nevada State Athletic Commission, the Chairman Francisco Aguilar, the Executive Director Robert Bennett. Introducing our 3 judges scoring from ringside. From Las Vegas, Nevada, Adelaide Bird. Also from Las Vegas, Dave Moretti. And from Rivervale, New Jersey, Steve Weisfeld. Introducing our 3rd man to the ring, the referee in charge to give instructions after the introductions, Kenny Bayless. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA and WBC Welterweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, it's showtime! Introducing to you first, the challenger on my right, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks with black and silver trim, fighting out of Winter Haven, Florida by way of Haiti. He weighed in at a trim and ready 145 pounds. His record 30 wins, 3 losses, with 23 wins coming by way of knockout. Currently ranked the #1 welterweight contender in the world by the WBA. Tonight, in his 9th world title bout, please welcome the former WBC and IBF welterweight champion of the world, introducing Andre Berto. opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, really needing no introduction the world over. And tonight he bids farewell to competition in the ring. Wearing black trunks with gray trim, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, he weighed in at a ready 146 pounds. In a remarkable career spanning 19 years, his record stands at 48 wins, no losses, 26 wins coming by way of knockout. Making his 26th world title appearance, please welcome the current WBC and WBA welterweight and super welterweight champion of the world. Here is boxing's future Hall of Famer, the undisputed top attraction and pound for pound superstar. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the sensational and undefeated 5-weight division champion of the world, the one and only Floyd Mayweather. Once again, our referee in charge. Now to give instructions, Kenny Bayless.
Okay, gentlemen, trunks are good on both sides. Anything on the belt line would be considered low. Keep them above the belt line. Now, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to caution you to keep this fight clean at all times. Protect yourself at all times. And what I say, you must obey. Good luck. Touch them up.
Special shout out to the brave men and women of the U.S. Army, Air Force, Navy, Coast Guard, and Marines watching us around the world on AFN, the American Forces Network. Floyd Money Mayweather, Andre Berto. They are set. Kenny Bayless, referee, officiating his 7th Floyd Mayweather fight, his 2nd Andre Berto fight. And here at the MGM Grand, the odds, Mayweather an 18-1 favorite. The same odds that Julio Cesar Chavez had against Frankie Randall 21 years ago in this very building when Randall upset Chavez, handing him his first defeat. Just saying now.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Berto at 145, a couple pounds underneath the welterweight limit. Virgil Hunter has tried to make him leaner and quicker. He is looking leaner. We'll see if that equates to quickness.
Mayweather starting out with a very educated left hand. He's led with the lead left hook. He's also led with the jab to the head, and he's led with the jab to the body, varying it consistently and keeping Berto off balance so far.
We don't even see this many jabs usually early from Mayweather. Berto is not a huge volume puncher, and in theory, he only throws about 45 punches a round. That, in theory, is what's needed to beat Mayweather, volume.
Mayweather in the black with gray, Berto in the white with black and silver. Berto in his 4th fight with cerebral trainer Virgil Hunter. Mayweather, of course, trained by his father, Floyd Mayweather Sr. He told us the dream began with just 2 people. He and his father taught him the shoulder roll defense when he was just a young child. And of course, Grand Rapids, Michigan, home to another guy who mastered the shoulder roll, James Toney.
Berto's a little bit tight. He's got to loosen up a little bit. He's got to give some feints. You see Mayweather's very loose. His body language is very loose and very elusive, and he's able to vary that offense. And Berto needs to throw some feints in the mix.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Paulie. And so far, Mayweather not moving that much. He's been right in the pocket with Berto, and Berto unable to take advantage of that.
Coming up on the final minute of the opening round, throughout his career, Mayweather routinely limits his foes to less than a 25% connect rate. Coming in tonight, he has the highest plus-minus in the sport at plus 24. A master counter-puncher. And a man who has been as accurate as an atomic clock.
Come on, work out, fellas. Stop. Step back.
Lead left hook by Mayweather.
So he lulls you to sleep with that jab. He mixes that jab and then a lead left hook. Very educated left hand early on by Mayweather.
Berto talked about his speed, his explosiveness, feeling that he is in the best shape of his life after, again, that serious shoulder injury against Soto Caras. Thought his career was over, but what a testament to his resilience.
Let him up, let him up. Time!
We'll take a look at the keys to victory for these two fighters. For Floyd Mayweather, they always remain remarkably the same. The jab is important, and man, did he use that punch in round one. He has not used much lateral movement, hasn't felt the need to, and the straight right hand has not made itself known so much yet, but you can expect a heavy diet of those as this fight goes on. As for Andre Berto, he has got to jab, and I mean he's got to use that punch a lot, and he didn't in round one. Don't pose, he did pose in round one, and he hasn't thrown one overhand right yet. So the rounds have got to change dramatically if Berto's going to have any chance for an upset here.
Round two. Berto feinting, tight. Now bull rushing Mayweather. And again, Kenny Bayless immediately breaking the clinch.
This fight has been a bit of a chess match here in round one, and the crowd not engaged as much in this fight.
They've been spoiled tonight with 3 barn burners.
Yeah.
And again, a severe backlash when the fight was announced. Many people in shock when Floyd Mayweather earlier this summer had said that his next fight was going to be against Andre Berto or Kareem Mayfield, and reporters, pundits thought he's just playing with us, and here it is, Andre Berto getting the chance of a lifetime. We have Keith Thurman in attendance, and you did a good job of the weigh-in to talk about why we have Berto in the attendance. There, you know, Danny Garcia had a baby, wants to take the rest of the year off. Keith Thurman had a hand injury. Amir Khan, who many of us thought would be in this spot tonight, with some contract, the negotiations and the issues of, so however we got here, we're here, and it's up to Andre Berto to make this fight.
The burden of proof is on Berto, and you know we're in round two, so there's a little time left here. But so far he has had a hard time, and you know that's Floyd Mayweather's MO right there. You have got to make him work. You've got to rip your arm out from being held and bully him and work him. And Andre Berto's not doing that. That's what Marcos Maidana did. It's what many years ago Jose Luis Castillo did. If you don't do that, you have no chance to beat Floyd Mayweather.
Well, Berto is not that kind of fighter. What Berto should take is a speed approach like Oscar La Hoya and Zab Judah took to trouble Mayweather, because that's Berto's MO.
And he talked about that.
He's got to try to at least jab to the shoulder, jab to the chest of Mayweather, just see if he can start touching him first. And then from that, he'll be able to follow up with the right hand. You see now he's starting to jab to the chest a little bit, and from there, he's able to follow with that right hand.
Right, but once you get inside and Mayweather wraps you up, you got to do something to disrupt him. Virgil Hunter said, our job is not to outthink Floyd Mayweather, it's to disrupt him. You have to disrupt him.
You only get slight opportunities to do so. Those
and if you're passive,
very few and far between.
If you're passive, you will never disrupt him.
And of course, Mayweather wants you to bring the fight to him. Just a incredible counter puncher, but has made a career actually at times of draining the drama out of a fight because of his style. Although a lot of people would hope that we could see a repeat of 2001 when he defeated the previously unbeaten, the late Diego Corrales, probably his best offensive performance ever with 5 knockdowns.
Berto's problem is too, he's throwing everything too hard. You gotta vary the offense with Mayweather. You gotta throw some soft, some hard. You gotta mix it up a little bit. Throw some bait shots at him. He's throwing everything way too hard, and Mayweather's seeing it.
Good, baby. Good job. Good job. Good job. Double up on some, baby. Double up on sometime. You're doing good. You're doing good. You're fighting just like you're supposed to fight right now.
him down. Let me talk, man. I hear you down there. I'm not disrespecting. Wear him. Yeah. Defense, I told you he was heightening your eyes. I told you he was keeping you alert. He's just barely touching you. But your reflexes is on point tonight. Now you listen. Take this.
In his 48 previous outings, only one fighter, Oscar De La Hoya, had a judge award him the fight against Mayweather. That was when Mayweather defeated De La Hoya back in May 2007 here in Las Vegas, the night that we saw the unveiling of the Money Mayweather persona. And boy, he's well become the biggest box office attraction since. The highest paid athlete in the world, and coming off that victory over Manny Pacquiao that, while it didn't live up to many people's expectations, showed just how dominant Floyd Mayweather can still be, and it shattered all the records in the sport of boxing.
You know, Berto, he is doing one thing. He's trying to establish the jab a little bit. There he's tripling with it even though it's not landing, and he's trying to get the right hand in. But Mayweather willing to stand and punch with him a bit, and much more accurate. That's a problem for Berto.
And no feints from Andre Berto. Again, no. All this speed, he's throwing everything the same speed, and it's all at high velocity. He's got to mix it up. He's trying to throw everything too hard, too fast. Mix it up a little bit. Maybe a throwaway punch here to set up the next one.
Mayweather's use of the ring always good, and he's doing it right here and making Berto miss. Berto's landed one punch according to show stats in this round out of 19 he's thrown. Virgil Hunter told us, we take this fight one round at a time. He might lose one, but there's the next one coming up. But they're going to have to change something in this fight if Berto is to have a chance.
It's almost like Berto wants to win so bad that he's overdoing it. You know, I agree. He's got to loosen up. He's got to relax a little bit. His body language is too tight. Every jab he's throwing it as hard as like you throw a right hand. You know, just relax. You know, mix it up. Mix up the variation on those jabs.
Mayweather, for his part, he slips there. For his part, has in fact mixed things up a bit. Throwing some left hooks, he's throwing some right hands, he's using the jab.
Using his feints.
Yeah, Mayweather officially only down once. That was against Carlos Hernandez when he grimaced in pain after landing a left hand in the sixth, bent over and touched the canvas with his glove, and the referee scored it as a knockdown. Double jab from Berto.
See, look how Mayweather reaches out to hold you. He's brilliant at this. And if allowed to do it, he'll do it all night. When you get in mid-range with him, he has a way of wrapping you up that's, you know, amazing.
He'll step in and smother. He'll do the other half of the work for you. It's important to understand this concept of distance when you fight him. So he'll take it away from you by stepping in.
Yep. Typical start to a Floyd Mayweather contest here in Las Vegas. And at the weigh-in on a Friday, there was some histrionics between the two, and I was thinking if this fight is half as good as the scraps that have been spawned by the hacking of the Ashley Madison website, we could be entertained now.
It's where Floyd Mayweather slipped to the canvas. He was kind of escaping and lost his footing. And that's about as close as Floyd Mayweather comes to going down, so it's worth another look. He's slipping through the right hand and just lost his balance. And Kenny Baylor's doing a good job of getting in there because he's supposed to wipe the gloves off, and he does.
Make sure you keep your hands up, okay? Okay.
Round 4 underway. As is customary, Mayweather using those early rounds to collect the data, then make those adjustments, take away his opponent's biggest weapons. But definitely not always most fan-friendly style, but highly effective.
Mayweather always says it's not a matter of fighting harder, sometimes it's a matter of fighting smarter. And this is kind of a clear example of that in this fight. Andre Berto trying to fight so hard. He's just too tight and coming in, you know, just not loosening up enough. He's taking away his own distance.
Yeah, he's taking his distance away, which is the big issue when Mayweather does back himself on the ropes.
Yeah, look, the jab is throwing too hard, the right hand's throwing too hard.
Finally got a jab in, did Berto.
You don't mix the speed up on your punches. You're not going to be able to hit Mayweather cleanly.
Mayweather taking that posture on the ropes that he did not do in his second fight with Maidana after Maidana raked him over the coals when he did get on the ropes. And he also stayed off the ropes against Pacquiao very effectively. But here he's allowing himself to get against the ropes, which he sometimes did in fights.
Another lead left hook by Mayweather before going to work on the body. A minute and a half left, and Bayless forcing the break again, and Berto now has Mayweather along the ropes, but Mayweather avoiding the attack and punching his way off as Bayless right in on it, and this is what we thought might happen now with Bayless becoming a prime player, and with the clinching, and you wonder why he hasn't been deducted more points with this clinch.
You know, it hasn't been
There's a big right hand that hurt Berto.
Mayweather's right is a huge weapon, and it was used there. He hasn't scored a knockdown in 4 years, Floyd Mayweather.
Last stoppage win over Victor Ortiz. A night that Victor Ortiz learned to adhere to the referee's instructions of protect yourself at all times. His last impressive knockout was his final fight before his first retirement when he defeated Ricky Hatton thanks to that check left hook. That was back in 2007.
There's Berto holding on the inside and, you know, making a stoppage in the action. Early in the round, Berto with Mayweather against the ropes, being aggressive, not landing so much, and Mayweather with that posture against the ropes, so hard to hit. And this is the genius of Mayweather. But we will see a right hand get in by Berto here, or by Mayweather, excuse me. And that right hand plus some others were there for Mayweather during the course of this round.
Turn that volume up. He's yours, man. He cannot do no better. You take this fight. You take this fight. Let's go.
Here we are in round 5, and a sense of urgency in Berto's corner. The normally reserved Virgil Hunter raising the volume in his voice.
He's trying to light a fire, obviously, under Andre Berto, and wants him to at least be very aggressive in there. Because that's not the whole answer against Mayweather, but it's a part of the answer. A counter right hand by Berto. That was a nice shot for him to try as Mayweather used his own right hand.
Come on, work out.
Berto steps in so hard, he steps in too hard, and he ends up in the chest of Mayweather.
There's a kind of an overhand right. Of course, remember Maidana, who was a different kind of fighter, was able to land those overhand rights a lot. Berto has an overhand right that's pretty decent. He's not thrown it much in this fight. Total punches will speak to what I was saying. You know, each round, it's just Mayweather continuing and landing at 42% overall in this fight, which is very good, and clearly controlling things.
Berto paying homage to the interest rates. Those low numbers. A minute and a half remaining here in the 5th round.
Caution to Berto for a warning to Berto for keeping punches up. One of them straight low.
No. Let him up.
You know, the one thing you can say for Andre Berto, normally at this point in some fights, his face is kind of swollen and he hasn't really absorbed that much serious punishment. He's just been outboxed. But the problem is he hasn't got anything done offensively.
Right hand over the top that misses under a minute remaining in the fifth.
Sometimes at Mayweather, you got to feint them out of position. You'll try to.
And he'll lean in, set the trap, and then come back with a pull counter.
That's the thing. If you try to land that first or second shot on him, it's not going to land. He's going to be defensively. He's defensively too adept at slipping and sliding. You got to try to put him out of position by feinting him out of position, or maybe using the first 1 or 2 punches as throwaway punches to see where he's going to go, and then try to trap him from there. But if you try so hard to land the first 1 or 2, look, he's just going to put you out of position. He's going to slip and slide or smother you.
Great stuff, Paulie, and that's exactly what Andre is doing. He's loading up, not trying to set it up. And with Mayweather, you only get quick opportunities. And even then, it's like fighting a ghost.
There was a moment in the last round in which one of Andre Berto's body shots strayed low. Yeah, extremely low. And he got a warning as the Floyd Mayweather showed the pain from that. And Kenny Bayless gave him a warning for that.
He don't know nothing about that. He called himself trying to be a Floyd Joy, but he can't do that. Yeah, what? You got weapon? Okay. Go right to it and close up on him. Guys. Go. Close up, okay? All right, let's do it.
Andre Berto has been criticized for the level of his opposition, especially earlier in his career, but the combined record of his 14 most recent opponents, an impressive 405, 41, and 9. 12 of his 13 most recent opponents either held the title or fought for a championship.
Yeah, the criticism was during his reign as champion, where some felt he did not fight very good opposition. I think they want Mayweather to land something authoritative in this round. I sense that.
Oh, there's a beautiful counter left hand by Berto.
Yeah, that was the best punch of the fight. And Mayweather's making this a fight a little right now.
And Mayweather is going to the body, attacking with the right hand. The crowd here responding. Hey, a quick flurry of 3 or 4 punches, and the crowd loves it because of the reputation, the resume. Mayweather does, and rightfully so. He talked about it. The toll the boxing business has taken on his uncle Roger. He wants to leave the sport with all of his faculties. Left uppercut, right hand from Mayweather. And how can you blame him, Paulie? I mean, you've been a 2-time champion. It's about making him miss, making him pay, little punishment, lots of cash.
Absolutely. But right now, he's giving the fans what they want. He's giving them a more offensive display here in this round.
And I think his dad sent him out there to do that. I think that was the message in the corner.
Berto still giving all the effort, still coming forward, trying so hard, but
there's that patented jab to the body by Mayweather, then walks himself to the ropes. And now he ducked right into that left hand from Berto. And he has that habit of leaning to the right, Mayweather, and if Berto could time a left uppercut or a left hand, he might score.
It's not that easy because you have to see it coming, and that's the thing. He doesn't do it until the very last inkling of a second. You can only time that with a left uppercut if the guy makes the move too quick. Mayweather never makes the move too quick. He makes it at the right time when you've already committed to your other punches.
Stop.
And that's what I mean about having the throwaway punches first, or maybe the feints first. If you can initiate that move from him first, then you can set him up.
30 seconds left in the 6th.
In this round, Mayweather has thrown 32 punches according to show stats, landed 22. That's at 69%. That's pretty good.
And normal numbers for Floyd Mayweather. Anything over 50 is considered great, but
anything near 50
yeah,
is
you're right,
considered
right,
great.
right.
Sit back.
Wouldn't it be nice if they did their best impression of Roman Martinez and Orlando Salido?
Berto had a good moment early on with the left hand as they were grappling on the inside, and there was a jab that landed very well, but Mayweather really set down on his punches in that last round. Working to the body.
Nice.
That typical Mayweather jab to the body and throwing the right hand for good measure, and then yet another. That's 4 straight body punches landed cleanly.
Right. His accuracy is incredible. His IQ, unprecedented when it comes to what we're seeing here, and his father happy with the proceedings. And we are at the halfway point of this fight for Floyd Mayweather's welterweight titles.
And in truth, without being denigrating, right now Andre Berto is fighting down to the level people anticipated. You know, he's been in exciting fights and had his moments when fighters stand in front of him, but he's never quite figured out how to handle this. Well, even in lesser fighters, how to handle this kind of style.
Remember, Mayweather brought his dad back. Nice right uppercut on the inside after he thought he took too much punishment from Miguel Cotto in a fight he won. His uncle Roger, more of the defensive specialist, or offensive specialist, I should say. Floyd Sr. works the defense, and here we are. Let's bring in Steve Farhood, our unofficial scorer.
Mo, what the judges look for in this fight or in any fight is clean, effective punching. Andre Berto has not done very much of it. No news there. 6 rounds to 0. The only round I thought was fairly close was the 5th. But otherwise, 60-54 for Mayweather.
In his last 6 fights, Mayweather has won 69% of the total rounds. And that actually represents a lowering. In the 6 before that, he won 84% of the total rounds. So in the fights we've had him on, many of them here on Showtime pay-per-view, it's been a bit closer, not that much. Of course, some of that happened in the Maidana fight as well. Berto going to the body with the left hook. He's trying to work the body of Floyd Mayweather.
Again, look how anxious he is just to get close. If he would just relax and think his way through. And again, it's easier said than done because you're in there and you're so anxious to get to Floyd. But right there, you're in punch distance. Use a feint, change the look a little bit.
Well, he said to us his hand speed was good enough to deal with Mayweather, and it's not.
But even if the hand speed is the same, it's like a pitcher that throws 95. If you throw 95 every single pitch, everybody's going to catch up to it eventually anyway because they know that's coming at 95. And that's the thing with Berto. His speed is great, but he's throwing the same max speed every time, so Floyd sees him coming.
Mayweather told us that with the way Berto comes, the way he's going to come, he said, hey, this is the truth. If it's not a knockout, there are going to be some knockdowns. Again, make of that what you will.
Now, in this round, Mayweather has stayed on the ropes a bit, and Berto, who has thrown more punches, has landed some to the body and the head when he's against the ropes. Not a lot, but a few.
Oh, no. Let him up.
30 seconds left in the 7th.
Work out.
Mayweather works the body on the inside. Left hook by Berto. Mayweather pivots, turns it around, and here's some action. A jab by Mayweather, and even under fire, Mayweather connects. And Berto now at the end of the round.
Well, we had some moments of excitement. That's good.
Well, and some extracurricular stare downs.
Much better. I keep telling you he can't do nothing with you. Do you believe it now? This is round 8, winning every single round now. I know he's fake. Is anything in you that bothering you? Then walk through here, man. Okay. You understand? Yeah. Don't hold it.
Mayweather on the inside, using the punch that I thought Berto might try and employ, and that's the uppercut. And later in the round, Berto would have some moments as he would push Mayweather back, and there's a there's a left hook that pushes Mayweather back a little bit. Not a dramatic punch, but Berto at least pushing him back a little bit, then Mayweather trying to counter a bit. But if Berto doesn't win those battles on the inside that we saw Mayweather winning, he's going to have a big problem the rest of the way as he's had.
Round 8 of what Floyd Mayweather says is his finale. From Grand Rapids to the MGM Grand. Most pundits and fans feeling that it's a not-so-grand finale. Many believing that he will be back for a 50th fight, regardless of the outcome tonight. Time will tell, but right now, round 8, and Berto trying to walk him down, nails him with the left.
But look, Mayweather circled the ring 3 times. Not even a thought of cutting off the ring by Berto.
Let's check in with our unofficial scorer, Steve Farland.
Mo, I gave Berto the 7th round. It was a close round. Mayweather landed the best punch of the round. Otherwise, it's been all Mayweather. And something dramatic is going to have to happen if Berto's going to turn this around.
Berto was a lot busier than Mayweather, throwing 20 more punches, but that's often the case.
Some of you may remember the Miracle on Ice. It seems it's going to take a miracle at the MGM Grand for Andre Berto here. Round 8 again, a prohibitive underdog coming in. And there's Mayweather jacking him with that left hand. Misses with the overhand right.
In front. In front.
Berto in this fight so far, according to show stats, has landed 17% of his punches.
Nice move off the ropes by Mayweather.
Yeah, and Paulie, to speak to your point from earlier in the fight, and I know it's next to impossible against Mayweather, but you're right. If Berto would just flash that lazy jab and try to feint and get Mayweather to move, there is that opportunity, but it's, I know, so easy to say from this vantage point.
Well, just use some feints at least or something, you know, like if you vary your feints with different speeds on your punches, you can at least possibly fool the defensive genius that Mayweather is. But right now, Berto hasn't tried that even once. Here we are in round 8. It's been all fastballs thrown by Andre Berto. And Mayweather's catching up to all of them, basically.
Now, Berto trying to work on the inside, but not that effective.
1-2 combination by Mayweather. Under 30 seconds left in the 8th round. Counter left from Berto. Misses with the chopping right.
Work out. In front. Keep him in front, brother.
Gamesmanship by Floyd Mayweather in between rounds.
Mayweather here against the ropes. Berto trying to work on the inside, tries to kind of, and Mayweather counter-punching off and moving away. We've seen that move from him so many times in his career, where he's against the ropes. He uses the momentum of the fighter he's fighting to move forward as he steps to his outside and lands counter-punches.
You ain't gonna like the feeling, and this fight is all yours. Quit reaching for him, step to him. You know you can do it with the speed work. Do it, quick.
This is round number 9 at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Mauro Ranallo, Al Bernstein, Paulie Malignaggi at ringside. Berto with the jab goes to the body, then another jab in the face of Mayweather, who immediately goes for the clinch.
You know, it's interesting. Berto has used his jab effectively to get Mayweather to the ropes, just as Marcos Maidana did. But he's not Marcos Maidana or Jose Luis Castillo. When he gets him there, he's not the kind of guy that can attack in this posture.
Yeah.
He doesn't, it's not his game. So it doesn't help him.
He's more of a technical fighter than he is a mauler.
Exactly. And it doesn't help him so much.
There you go.
Right hand over the top by Berto, going to work on the body. Mayweather leaning forward off the ropes. There's a flurry of punches that deflect off the gloves of Floyd Mayweather. Unofficial scorer Steve Fard giving Andre Berto just one round, that round 7.
Berto's trying, and it's not for a lack of trying.
It's amazing when you look at him. I mean, Mayweather's only thrown 26 punches this round. And you're watching him intently on the inside. Even every body punch lands. There, look at that one landed. You know, he doesn't throw much. When he throws, it's when he knows he can land.
One of the reasons why he's the pound-for-pound best is they begin a conversation. Berto walking into that left hand, 30 seconds left in the 9th round. And now Berto and Mayweather in what is Mayweather's version of a toe-to-toe battle. And again, brings Berto to the ropes, pivots, and attacks. Well, lots of support for both fighters. There's Andre Berto's family, the Battling Bertos. Their father, Giselle, once competed in the UFC. The rest of the family involved in all forms of combat sports, so they are definitely watching with vested interest in hopes that the upset will take place. Meanwhile, the happy Mayweather family, they're here to support their dad, who says that one of the reasons he wants to quit now is wants to spend more time with them, watch them grow up. 2 sons, 2 daughters.
Get back a little bit. Start using the jab a little more. Okay. All right.
Floyd Mayweather telling his dad at the end of the break that his left hand is hurt. And again, a history of hand problems for Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, he suffered through that at various times in his career and had to fight through it. We'll see how it impacts, if at all, these final rounds. You have to assume that the way this fight has gone, Floyd Mayweather just needs to stay upright to win it.
Still pawing the left hand, using the jab.
Yeah, it might just be bruised, which can really be a real pain, but at least if it's not broken, he's able to still keep jabbing and using it in some ways.
Let him up, Andre. There you go. Come on, fellas. Come on, fellas.
But he has shown a very educated left hand.
Let's keep it clean. There you go.
All throughout this fight.
Oh, he's telling Mayweather, or Mayweather telling Berto to shut up. Polarizing persona Mayweather. You know, a lot of people are maybe paying money to see if Berto can do just that to Floyd Mayweather, but Mayweather can talk the talk, walk the walk, using his footwork, and now just getting into the mind of Berto, and a timeout call by Bayless.
I don't know why.
Why can't they talk to each other? Honestly, I don't get that. I mean, I understand what Kenny Bill's trying to do, but
There we go. All right, there you go, fellas. Time in.
don't know what difference it makes to Kenny whether they talk or not. I mean, as long as they're fighting.
Minute and a half left in the 10th.
In front, in front.
To be honest, the most entertaining thing about this fight has been the debate.
The power punches, 110 of 164, 67% rate for Floyd Mayweather.
You see how Mayweather was able to stick his jab in between all those quick jabs of Berto. And that's because Berto doesn't vary the speed on them. He's able to start to time them, even in between them.
Here we go. Come on, Floyd, here we go. No, let him up, let him up.
You know, it's interesting, Mayweather has from time to time in this fight really sat down on his punches to try and land something meaningful, and hasn't been able to do it.
The Jack Dempsey tattoo from Mayweather. Backhand.
Stop.
30 seconds left in the 10th. Mayweather chewing up the real estate. Berto unable to cut off the ring, now attacking him on the ropes.
See right there.
And again, Mayweather avoiding the brunt of that attack.
Berto had him right there, but why smother yourself?
Yes.
Usually it's already tough enough when Mayweather smothers you, but Mayweather's kept his back on the ropes. Berto just smothered himself there. Too anxious to get to the target. He gets you so frustrated, does Mayweather, you think you finally have him and you end up smothering yourself.
Well, the conversation may be more entertaining than what we're seeing in the ring, as you mentioned, as they continue to exchange words. The very talented Jamie Foxx, actor, singer, comedian, huge fight fan. His portrayal of Ray Charles was unbelievable.
Well, Mayweather moving from defense to offense, slipping 3 punches and landing a very nice left hook on the inside, and that, you know, that's and Berto again following around, not really cutting him off, and that's why he was hit.
And you standing there grinning. You put a snarl on your face and put these punches. This fight is close. You down 1 round. It's close. Win the round.
I think that's motivation 101 from Virgil Hunter. You know, gotta.
All right, let's keep it clean. Watch your mouth.
The truth will set you free, but 11th round here. Championship rounds. Are these the final minutes of Floyd Mayweather's career? Most people say no. Becoming a free agent after this fight. The new arena in Las Vegas opening next year. Looking to go 49-0, 50 a nice round number, but Berto hoping that he has a Hail Mary in his arsenal.
Well, we talked about the one punch that he tends to land that has power, that works, and that's the overhand right. He's not thrown it very well in this fight. He's missed with it a lot.
Oh, nice lead left hook by Floyd.
Yep, stunned Berto with that punch.
Work out. Come on, watch the arm, work out.
Mayweather's not known as a left hook artist, but he throws that punch very well.
Mayweather in his 26th championship fight has recorded 26 wins inside the distance. At times he talked about maybe wanting to go for the knockout against Berto. I think that's all hype on his part. You know what you're going to get with Floyd Mayweather, and he's one of the best at what he does.
He's been landing some very good left hooks in this round, and a couple, I think, had enough authority on it to certainly stop Berto in his tracks. Apparently not hurt him badly, but he's landed that punch very effectively in this round.
Work out. Work out. Watch your head. Stop. Watch it. Stop.
And Mayweather talking to the crowd. A fight that, well, everyone had low expectations coming in, and here in the penultimate round, very much in many ways has lived down to those expectations. But Floyd Mayweather, love him or loathe him, a maestro at The defensive artistry,
nice
and again, a nice combination, showing some offense when he wants to.
He's landing about everything he's throwing in this round. He's not throwing much. He's only thrown 28 punches. He's landed 19 according to show stats, and I'm going to agree with those numbers because he's landed most of what he's thrown.
Final 30 seconds of the round.
He's having fun in there now. You know,
if this is the crowd,
if this is his last fight, I guess he's just trying to enjoy these last couple rounds.
Yeah, and to be honest, guys, I'm surprised that they're cheering. Now doing the Ali shuffle. We heard about his words, telling people that he was better than Ali. So, the stage is set. Are we about to witness the final 3 minutes of Floyd Mayweather's career?
Hey, you did everything good. Just keep your hands up and keep doing what you're doing, okay? You did everything good. Everything is done already.
Like last and final round, touch gloves when you come out.
Why you let him posture like that and do all that side? All he was doing was killing the clock.
Last and final round, touch gloves when you come out.
I told you that.
Good.
Berto, you got caught off of some dumb stuff that you shouldn't have to. Don't let me put you down. Let me lift you up. If you still got it, you do it, he'll give it to you. Do it.
The last time Floyd Mayweather tasted defeat at the 1996 Olympic Games, a highly controversial decision to Bulgaria's Serafim Todorov. He would go on to become the first member of the 96 Olympic team to win a title in his 18th professional bout. He is a 5-division champion. And here he is in the 12th round against Andre Berto. And I know there are a lot of people out there not surprised at what we are seeing here tonight.
Well, Mayweather has controlled his fight as he has so many like it. He's been accurate with his punching. 56% so far in this fight landed. That's pretty good even for him. And Andre Berto's only landed 17% of his punches according to show stats, and it's reflected in Steve Farhood's unofficial score.
And out of the 17%, many of them were really clean landed, you know?
Right, exactly. So.
Stop. Keep it clean.
Minute and a half left in the fight. Mayweather connecting with 68% of his power punches. Berto unable to penetrate the impregnable fortress that is Floyd Mayweather. Even along the ropes, Mayweather, the one getting the best of these exchanges.
Berto is 3-3 in 12-round fights, probably soon to do 3-4. And Mayweather, of course, 18-0. Of course, he's never lost in 12 rounds. He's never lost, period.
Oh, nice uppercut by Floyd on the inside.
Another one by Floyd Mayweather hurts Berto. 45 seconds, the crowd on its feet, sensing that maybe Mayweather may just close the show here in round 12.
And Berto initiated that clinch. He got Berto's attention with those shots.
And a counter right hand by Mayweather. The jab to the body. Right hand over the top. There's another left uppercut by Mayweather. Whether it's the end or not, Rocky Marciano has company. I do believe Mayweather has coasted in this fight to go 49-0. And Mayweather dropping down to his knees in the center of the ring. What'd you think, Paulie?
I'm just wondering, was this the last one? He looked good tonight. He looked sharp tonight. I don't. Can he really leave off this performance?
Well,
I think he thinks he can, but yeah. And what are the possibilities? Again, we have to wait the official decision, but it should be academic. And Al,
in the 12th round, there were moments where Mayweather had Andre Berto in some trouble. Here's where Berto walks into, I believe it's the uppercut that Mayweather throws. That was the one, and that seemed to stun Andre Berto. And then there would be some punches after that as well. There's the patented Mayweather move of getting off the ropes and being able to counter your opponent. And he banged away with some right hands and was looking for room here where he could land some power punches. That's quintessential Mayweather. A jab to the body followed by a right hand to the head. So we saw all the normal skill set from Floyd Mayweather tonight. And because his opponent, Andre Berto, was unable to really do any of the things that we know you can do, at least to have a little success against Mayweather, Mayweather was able to coast to victory. And here at the end of the fight, Mayweather trying to see if he could close the show on him or get Berto in more trouble, and Berto's able to withstand it. And at the end, Floyd Mayweather dropping to his knees and looking to the heavens.
And while much has been made about Rocky Marciano's 49-0, a mark that Mayweather attempting to equal here tonight, let's not forget Ricardo Lopez 51-0-1. Julio Cesar Chavez, who's in attendance tonight, didn't taste his first defeat until he was 87-0. I mean, in different eras, different generations, Al, it's hard to compare, but after 12 rounds, we await the decision, and then, of course, some people will be waiting the other decision in the months to come. He did this before, leaving the sport in 2007 after knocking out Ricky Hatton, came back, defeated Juan Manuel Marquez in dominant fashion.
Only he knows right there whether this is the end. We look at the numbers, and you know, whoever you're fighting and whatever you're doing, landing 57% of your total punches and 68% of your power punches is fairly amazing.
All right, let's go to Jimmy Lennon Jr. for the official decision.
Well, fans, after 12 rounds of action here at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, we go to the scorecards. Judge at ringside, Dave Moretti scores the bout 117-111. Steve Weisfeld sees the bout 118-110. And Adelaide Bird scores the bout 120-108. All three in favor of the winner by unanimous decision. And still champion, the undefeated, the one and only Floyd "Money" Mayweather.
As expected, Floyd Mayweather improves to 49-0. Once again, dissecting an opponent. No offense to Andre Berto, but a surprise, a shock actually in many people's eyes when he was chosen to be Floyd Mayweather's opponent tonight, especially since, well, it could be his last fight. All right, let's go to Jim Gray.
Floyd, congratulations. 49-0. What was all the talking that was going on during this fight?
First, I want to thank God for this victory. I want to thank all the fans that came out to support this event. For 19 years, I wouldn't be able to do it without these fans, these immaculate, these beautiful fans. Thank you.
There was a lot of conversation between the two of you, so much that Kenny Bayless got together and said, quit talking. What was going on? What was going on with the talk?
It don't matter what was said. The end results was...
Well, the fans want to know.
Just trash talking. You know, I'm used to doing trash talking at the Mayweather Boxing Club. You know, I've been around the sport forever. Andre Berto has heart, tremendous chin. He wouldn't lay down, and it was a good fight.
You said to your dad after the 9th round that you hurt your left hand. What's the problem, and is it a problem?
Well, it don't really matter if I hurt my left and my right hand. My career is over.
It is. Is that official?
It's official. It's official. Berto was a tough competitor. I knew he would be a tough competitor. You know, experience played a major role tonight. He's a very athletic boxer. And what can I say? I was the better man tonight.
Why leave Floyd with so much ability still left in you?
You got to know when to hang it up. You know, I think, you know, it's about time for me to hang it up. You know, I'm knocking at the door now. I'm close to 40 years old. Been in the sport 19 years, been world champion 18 years. You know, I broke all records. There's nothing else to prove in the sport of boxing.
And what's going to happen in March, April, and May when you've been running around and you're getting tired of looking at NBA games until the playoffs start, and you're going to say, hey, maybe I want to come back. Plus, you do love the paycheck.
Well, you know, I have an immaculate guy that I met in my career. You know, a guy that helped me make over $700 million in the sport of boxing. That guy is Al Heyman. So I was able to make, you know, not good investments, but great investments. So, you know, I'm financially stable. You know, I'm well off, and I had a great career.
49-0, yes. You tie Rocky Marciano. What does that mean to you now that you've accomplished that?
That means that, you know, it's a part of boxing. Records are made to be broken. You know, hopefully someday we can find the next Floyd Mayweather, you know, to break a lot of my records. Records are made to be broken. But now I just want to spend time, you know, with my family, with my children. I want to make sure they get the best education, you know, things that's important. Help the young fighters that's under the Mayweather Promotions banner and take things to that next level.
You've dominated the sport. You've changed the sport in terms of how people are paid. How do you feel now you leave the sport? In what shape?
I'm leaving the sport with all my faculties. I'm still sharp. I'm still smart. You know, throughout my career, you heard so many different negative things about Floyd Mayweather, but you never hear that Floyd Mayweather feeds the homeless. Floyd Mayweather gives back, you know, to the people that's less fortunate. Those are the things that they don't talk about. You know,
is part of this that you've lost your love for the sport at this point?
Well, the thing is this: I've accomplished everything. There's nothing else to accomplish in the sport. You know, money don't make me. I make money.
I see you're wearing the money team hat. Sometimes you wear the best ever hat, TBE.
Yes.
How do you feel you leave? Rank yourself.
I let the fans rank me. I just got to say one thing. For all the fans that came out, for all the fans that tuned in, I love you guys. Thank you.
Rank yourself. Come on. The fans want to hear it. You've said it often. It's over now. Where do you feel you fit?
I don't want to rank myself. You know, only thing I want to do.
So was it all promotion? Was it all just?
No, I am the best. Just like you the best at commentating. I'm the best at boxing.
Floyd, I appreciate that. Congratulations. It's been a great career. It's been an honor to have you on the network.
Let Berto get his chance. Give it up for Andre Berto.
Thank you, Floyd. Andre, like the 48 before you, you were unable to solve this puzzle as well.
Yeah, I mean, you know, experience played a big part. You know, I want to thank my whole team, man, Virgil Hunter, my man, my mentor, Al Heyman, my family, and everybody in Haiti watching, man. Sak passe, no lie.
You only connected on 17% of your punches, and we know that Floyd is a great defensive fighter. So was that the case this evening, or were you just unable to find him?
I mean, as you can see, I was in shape, man, but he was just, you know, really, you know, difficult to hold on to. He's slippery. You know, he's really, really slippery. You know, and just like I said, experience played a big part. You know, I was coming. You know, I used a lot of speed, but like I said, he's real crafty, man. And you know, he was using little things just to, you know, kind of get me off my rhythm. You know, it is what it is, though.
There was a lot of talking going on.
Yeah.
What was being said?
You know, a guy like me, man, I have a lot of pride. You know, a guy like Floyd, you know, he has a lot of pride as well. So you know, I was just telling him, hey, you know, every time I caught him with a good shot, you know, I told him, yeah, I'm here to come. I'm here to fight. And, of course, he had to say his, his little thing as well. But tonight, man, I felt that we put on a great performance, man. We pushed them to the limit. But like I said, we fell short.
And where do you rank Floyd Mayweather now that you've had the opportunity to fight him?
Just like I said, man, like he's where he is for a reason.
Is he the best ever in your opinion?
Best ever. He's. Nah, man. Floyd is definitely one of the best out there for sure.
Andre, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Morrow, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Jim. Gracious in defeat and somewhat gracious in victory. Floyd Mayweather, let's recap the scores by the judges chosen by the Nevada State Athletic Commission here at ringside. Adelaide Bird, 120-108. Moretti, 117-111. Weisfeld, 118-110. All very wide in favor of Mayweather. Let's bring in our unofficial scorer, Steve Farhood.
Well, Mo, the judges agreed on 8 of the 12 rounds. You see, I had it 119 and 109. I gave Berto only 1 round. But to go back to the judges, 8 of the 12 rounds, there was only 1 round that more than one judge gave Berto. That was round 9. And as Floyd Mayweather leaves the ring, interesting that he seemed to get fairly emotional there with Jim Gray at a couple of times, and a little bit emotional right now. And if this is indeed the last time we see him exit the ring as he is doing now, fitting that his performance was dominant, because he's been consistently dominant throughout his career, and you can only imagine what the emotions are going through that are playing right now in Floyd Mayweather. He's been both the dominant fighter and the dominant personality of his time, and it's always tough to compare fighters from different eras, but I can't rate Mayweather ahead of Sugar Ray Robinson and some of the legends of the past. Different times, different boxing world then. So the best ever? No. The best of his era? Most definitely. And that's saying an awful lot.
Man who changed the entire economic structure of the sport, changed the game. Now 49-0, and with the win tonight, 26-0 in championship fights, tying the legendary Joe Louis from Detroit, not Philadelphia. And for third place on the all-time list, Omar Narvaez with 28. Julio Cesar Chavez remains atop with 31. Will Mayweather chase more records? Time will tell. Let's go back to Brian Custer.
All right, Mo, thank you very much. As you see Floyd Mayweather getting the congratulations as he heads back to his dressing room. Again, is this the last fight of his career? You heard him tell Jim Gray, it's official. I am done.
Thank you.
And he believes this victory basically puts a stamp on his legacy. I know he wants to call himself TBE, but how about TMD, the most dominant of this era? We'll have more from Las Vegas in just a moment. Our ringside team that called the fight will join me at the desk. We'll recap what transpired here tonight and possibly what's next for Floyd Mayweather.
Was it what you expected?
Mayweather versus Berto has been brought to you live from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas by Showtime Pay-Per-View.